Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Joel.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Grandpa.
I'm Megan.
And we're some of the Veggie Boys.
And girls.
And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. Welcome back, everybody. We're working on feeding animals this morning and taking care of some other jobs.
Hey, Andrew, thanks for sweeping up down here. I really appreciate it. Looks real clean.
Joel just made a mess. What unbelievable this morning. We got finished with everything back at the farm and now we're heading out to the fields. And the first thing we're gonna be picking is zucchini.
Joel, come on, we don't have all day. Let's go. If you get up before 10 o'clock, we would be able to have this all done already.
Everyone loved learning that you're a zucchini master, Dad.
Are these zucchini?
These are squash.
How'd you hurt yourself? Some guy shifted gears on the tractor, twisted me and hurt my back.
I'll have you know.
When it comes to zucchini, we raise two types. We raise a green zucchini and a yellow, and then we also raise a yellow squash. Out of those three types of cucurbits, the green zucchini is the most popular, but the yellow squash is also very popular. Now, the yellow squash plants produce a lot, so we don't raise too many of them. And the yellow zucchini isn't as popular as you think it would be, even though it looks really cool.
Andrew, in your expertise, what's the difference between yellow zucchini and green zucchini if this yellow zucchini is not so popular?
Whenever I have zucchini at home, it's always a green zucchini with a yellow zucchini mixed together.
Why are you saying there's no difference when you ate both of them at the same time? You should be able to tell the difference.
I know the yellow ones are saltier, but that might just be because they're seasoned with salt.
I don't know why we sell more of the green zucchini, we just do. We finished harvesting the zucchini. We ran out of baskets, so Joel is carrying these bags.
What is this?
Andrew's side. Telling the facts.
We finished off that planting of zucchini over there, and now we're gonna pick what we need out of this planting. We got finished off with zucchini and we need some peppers. The first of those peppers that we need are long hots. You have to be very careful when you're picking these long hot peppers, especially in the morning when it's nice and crisp, because these peppers break very easily. I think we have 3 picked and we need 5. Look how many peppers are on this one plant, guys. Isn't that unbelievable? This has been a really good harvest year for peppers. The thing is, a lot of people are having a good harvest year for peppers, so the prices aren't too high, which is good for the customers. We've got 5 baskets of these long hots. They have a really nice color to them. And I think last time we picked these, Gavin ate one and he said they were pretty hot. So that means they have good flavor. While we were finishing up the peppers, Daniel was getting some tomatoes and they look really, really nice.
There's quads down there.
These were the tomatoes that Daniel picked, and then we got the long hots. We actually got 6 baskets of long hots. Now we're moving on to a different type of pepper. We're going to be picking the green bell. Look at this plant. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 peppers. And I can only take this one off because this one's big enough. Holy moly. Look at this pepper. Look at these peppers we just got. They are giant. We've moved on to different types of peppers now. We need hot cherry, sweet banana, Cubanelle, and Italianelle. Daniel's working on Italianelle, Joel is working on sweet banana, and then my dad and Matthew are working on hot cherry peppers, and I am gonna be working on Cubanelle.
Before we came home, we stopped and got white corn.
Daniel said they stopped and got white corn. You can see the difference between the bicolor and the white. It looks pretty good. Although white corn's not very popular anymore, there's an older generation that loves to have the white corn. They remember it as the sweetest, so we still raise some. Now, to keep ourselves from losing too much space in the cooler, we took all the hot cherry peppers and put them in boxes. That way we can stack them.
And because hot cherry peppers are very popular, and a lot of times we get people who come in for just a whole box of them. So then this way we can just hand it to them and they can take it out.
We try to be sufficient around here. I mean efficient.
Andrew, your baby loves me.
We've had a really good morning when it comes to harvest. We've gotten tomatoes, peppers, zucchini, and some sweet corn. And when we look at the peppers, they all have a really nice color to them. And I can guarantee you these ones have a really good flavor. I can't guarantee, but Gavin can. Let's see what we're having for lunch. We got kielbasa. We got, what are these, little potato pancakes? Ooh, exciting. So the boys have been working in here trying to make room for the cooler.
Andrew, so you're not confused tomorrow when you're here watching the store. The hot cherry are in boxes here. Here. The date, the number on it's the date when it was picked. So use the lower number first. And then here's the Italian sweet. Here's the long hots. Over here is the bell peppers. And right there is Italian sweets and Cubanelles. There's zucchini. Peaches are right there. Watermelons, cabbage.
I know where that stuff is. Thank you for showing me where the peppers are.
Pickles.
And right here's your sweet corn.
As we pick more and more, it becomes quite a process trying to find areas to put everything. Putting some of the stuff in boxes really helps us out. Joel had just got finished moving a straw wagon out of here and moving a lot of these boxes because we're heading down to set up the signs in our test plot. So we needed to grab all of our signs. They were in the back of the shop. It's getting to the point when customers in the area are gonna wanna start seeing the new products for the year. So we need to start getting these signs out.
We're at the test plot. Daniel and I were here when we planted it. I was in charge of marking down all the numbers and making sure that we had the varieties in order. And Daniel would plant it and then we would switch out the seed together. So we're here putting up these signs that basically describe what each variety of corn is. Every 6 rows is 1 row of planting going out, and we planted 12 rows of each variety. So between each flag is a certain variety of corn. So when you look, to the naked eye, it just looks like corn. All of this is different varieties of corn as well as different seasons of corn. Some will get ripe and ready to harvest early, some will be ready to harvest later in the year, and some usually don't grow in our area or climate, so we're planting it to see how well it does. So we have all of these signs so that all of the farmers in the area can stop by, take a look, and see what each of these varieties are and how they're doing in their climate. So I've got the list of varieties right here, and I'm gonna be making sure that all the signs are to the proper varieties.
We're gonna be going through and tapping the signs into place. We really like this area. We've had the test plot here for a couple years. It's right next to the road. It's easy for people to see when they're driving by. And you wanna plant the corn in the same area so that you can see how the disease protection works on the corn. Normally, you wouldn't wanna plant your corn in the same area because that leads to more disease. But we wanna see how these varieties stand up to the disease. But now whenever the customers drive by, they'll know what variety of corn is behind this sign. We're just getting started, but we can kind of give you an understanding of what we're doing here. We want to make it as easy as possible for farmers driving by to stop and look at these varieties. We've been doing this for quite some time and a lot of people in the area appreciate it. They used to all come with these neat little tools, but we lost them, so now we just use zip ties. Now some of these we don't have the correct varieties on these plaques, so Matthew was writing the variety out. It's cute, it's like having a little kid out here on the ground coloring. This job was never a hard job, it's pretty easy because we keep extensive notes of everything that we did. It's actually kind of fun going through each variety and seeing how everything is growing.
Look how high these ears are, over my head.
This is actually the silage corn that we planted for ourselves. It's gotta be like 6 foot, 7 foot taller than I am up there. And if you can see down through these rows, this stuff looks really good.
Look at this ear, it's over my head. And I'm 6'3" for reference.
Lefty, you're pretty tall.
Not as tall as this corn.
See the lines, how clean the lines are? Up through the corn, I don't know if you can see that on the camera.
We're in here!
There's no disease in this corn at all. Beautiful corn.
It's like a jungle in here.
Don't push the corn over.
We just got finished with the corn test plots and it looks really, really nice. One of the best things about these test plots is that we get to keep all the corn that is harvested from them. We get to keep the corn, we get a lot of research, a lot of data, and we get to help our customers appreciate how well this corn does in the area. We just got done with our corn test plot and now we've moved over to our soybean test plot. Not too much is gonna change, it's the same concept. We're just gonna be putting the signs up, but first we have to find these little signs in all of these soybeans. It was the same process as the corn, but now we've got all of our soybean varieties labeled.
Look at all the pods. Beautiful.
One of the biggest questions we get is, what if someone comes through and rips out your flags? Then you won't know where your varieties are planted. But we had everything written down and we had something on Joel's phone. That way we knew right where everything was planted. We got everything taken care of back at the farm and now we gotta pick some sweet corn. We got an order for 300 ears and we also need a bin, but we're getting started with the 300 first. We got the 300 ears done, now we need for us.
You ever just like open up a corn and you're just like, that's gorgeous? I don't know, it tastes better than you think.
All the corn is on the truck. Now we gotta head back to the farm market. When we got...
He's straight eating.
Yeah, Matt,
film him leaving.
yeah, Matt saw us. He was driving along, saw us, and was like, "Ooh, work," and then drove home. He was like, "I'm out of here." We came back out to the fields because we were going over the orders, and we noticed we need a bushel of eggplant, and we hadn't got
And you know,
it.
in order to get a bushel of eggplant, you gotta fill 2 of these half-bushel baskets.
Joel and myself came out here, and we're gonna pick that.
That face little expression that you made was like, you remember the movie Grown Ups?
Yeah, I remember the movie Grown Ups. That's a nice eggplant.
Beautiful.
Beautiful eggplant. We have plenty back at the farm market for us. This was just for that order. We found some really nice stuff. We got back in time to box up that eggplant and put it with the order before they got everything put away because it is time to close up the store. Was it busy in here today?
It was very busy today. There was a lot of people in here.
She's telling me we're gonna have to pick more tomatoes and peppers.
Come with me.
There's tomatoes out there, I know.
Nice haircut, Joel. Alright everyone, we got done with work and I came up to the house, and as you can see we've got no dinner on the table because it's date night. So Lauren and myself are going to be getting from a local place, so that means this is where we're going to end the video. So we want to thank everyone for watching and we hope to see you next time. Bye-bye!